With the NBA tipping off this year for its 75th birthday, I'd like to take this time today to talk about some records that I think that will never be broken and that they will stand for the rest of time, hopefully at least. First off, I would like to talk about the Iron Man, AC Green. Now, this stat is very unusual, and I know it will never be broken. He played 1,192 games straight without taking a rest. He played every single game for over 14 seasons without missing one game. So he didn't have any injuries, sicknesses, or any off court things, family problems that he had to go tend to. So he played 1,192 games straight. And the reason why this record will never be broken is because in today's time and era, players take load management days all the time throughout the season to help their body with recovery, and right before playoffs, they do this to really rest up so that they can be at full potential for the playoffs or for these big games that they're going to need them for, and that's why this record will not be broken. Third, I would like to talk about, and this guy's on the list a couple times, Wilt Chamberlain's 1961 to 1962 single season points per game average, and this one I can't see it being broken, but it very well could in the near future. Um, he averaged 50.4 points per game over an 82 game stretch. That's crazy. That's crazy to do. It's insane. Uh, Today, it's a huge deal if a player averages 30 to 35, and that player usually wins MVP of the year. So that's a 15 to 20 point difference from today's point in time to 1961 of him averaging 50 points per game. And nowadays we have a 3 point line, and I believe it's longer quarters also. So I just I can't see that one being broken. Next up, we have a truly remarkable record in its own, and it's Bill Russell winning 11 championships. This is this is a very rare one to see happen because we look at Michael Jordan winning 6 championships as the greatest of all time. People call him the GOAT, the best to ever do it, whatever. But winning 11 rings is something that no one has ever came close to, and Michael Jordan is second to him on the list with 6. Now, Tom Brady could beat that, but that's football wise, so that's a little bit different. Um, but 11 rings, that's something that you can't knock him for. And he wasn't like he was sitting on the bench or anything. He was a starter, and he played a magnificent role in the game, and he earned all 11 of them. The last one I'd like to talk about is also Wilt Chamberlain and the 1961 and 1962 year. Um, he scored 100 points on March 2nd of 1962 for the Philadelphia Warriors. Scoring 100 points in a game, even with today's pace and 3 point line, that's no one comes close to it. Second, the person behind him would be Kobe Bryant, and that's with 81 points. So a 19-point difference there, and a lot of people try to argue that Kobe's 81-point game is more impressive than Wilt's 100 because of field goal percentage and all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, you can't knock 100 points. I mean, scoring that in a game is never going to happen again. I don't even think Steph Curry has gone in the 70s, and he is the greatest shooter of all time, and he's still in the peak of his career. So, but I just can't see 100 points being broken in a single game record. Um, Hopefully, you guys like these records, and they informed you a little bit about some of the crazy stats of the NBA. But at the end of the day, I don't think any of these records will be broken, and I think they'll withstand for the rest of time.